Happy New Year! Back for our second live of the new year. And if you are anything like me, you probably partook in the holiday goodies a little bit too much. And I know if we are giving ourselves extra treats during the holidays, there's no doubt we're doing the same for our pets. And we have discussed at length at times about what a problem pet obesity is. And really, it's estimated that 50 to 60% of dogs in the US are obese, considered obese, not overweight, that's obese. And then if you go with just simply overweight, it's up to like 80%. A lot of dogs are way too heavy. And that brings with it a wealth of health issues that can happen. Things like diabetes, any kind of thyroid issues. And so we want to talk today about the importance of weight loss. And that's what it has to do with our monthly box, the biggest loser, because we as humans often think of January as new goals and weight loss goals. I can imagine that if any of us were to enter a gym right now, it would be covered up in people because everybody kind of resets in January. It's a natural thing to do. And so everybody's running to the gym to try to get that weight off, especially after the holidays. So I wanted to show you what our box is. We have some really great ideas, some low-cal things in here, and some new things maybe you've never seen that have just come into our store. Hey, Brittany, I hope you guys had a great holiday, and I hope Ace got everything he had on his wish list. We will start with the dog box, but both boxes this month are ginormous boxes. We've got lots of stuff in both of them. So let me get it open. Lots of good things in here. So we have a nice little water bowl, a Farmina water bowl that you can, nice little portable water bowl. You can put it in a carabiner, so you can put it on a leash, or you can put it carabiner it to their poop bag container, or put it in a little carry bag. But hydration is really important. Water is a great way to keep you nice and hydrated. It's a great way to make sure you're working hard to lose weight. And then as a bonus, we have a nice little poop bag holder here as well from Farmina, down in every box. Poop bag holders, get out there and hike, and exercise leads to weight loss. So that's to encourage you taking your dogs on walks this month. These are pumpkin chews, very popular around here. They're 99 cents a piece, but they're a great little chew. They are they're more a treat than a chew. I was reading Brittany's message. Of course, Ace. Ace was spoiled at Christmas. Okay, so our friends at Farmina, which if you're not familiar with the brand, Farmina is an Italian brand, and they're actually building a plant very close to us up in Reidsville area. But they have a weight management food. This is their canned formula, which is down in the box. And when you open their cans, you can see the chunks of meat. It really has a good texture and great smell. I mean, as they go. It's not nasty smelling in any way. It smells like meat, but it has a great look to it. So Farmina weight loss, Fruitables weight loss supplement. This is basically pumpkin with some other botanicals and things in it to help jumpstart the weight loss. But if you did not know, you can take your pet's kibble and take away some of the kibble and add pumpkin, and it helps give the fiber without the calories. So you can add the pumpkin, take away the kibble, and that works as a great weight loss tool. A great thing to give your pet the filling that they would get from that kibble, but they don't have the extra calories. So what Fruitables is good for. Pumpkin is also really good if you have a dog that suffers with anal gland issues. Nutrisource weight management. A sample of that. This is Instinct Raw Boost Mixer's Gut Health. So this has a lot of good gut ingredients in it. And a good gut also really lends itself to good digestion and helps the body stay nice and healthy. And then this is the Instinct Raw Longevity. We love freeze-dried and raw for the purpose of weight loss because it takes out the carbohydrates that you get with kibble, and that can also lend itself to weight gain. So you can find a really good ability to get weight off with freeze-dried and frozen because you've taken out the carbohydrate portion. Just like us, if we were to go on a keto diet, we'd lose a lot of weight pretty rapidly. Dogs really don't need those carbohydrates, and they do just lend themselves to weight and additional health issues. So again, going onto a freeze-dried food is a great way to get weight off. This is Raruva, their pumpkin patch. This one has pumpkin with ginger and turmeric, which just supports healthy digestion and antioxidants. But again, with the pumpkin, adding that into the food as a weight loss. So, this is the Farmina weight management dry component that goes along with their wet component. And if your pets haven't tried Farmina, it really is a very palatable food, especially for kitty cats, but it is a very palatable food for everybody. This is Raruva's Meals and More Amazon Live-In Recipe. This is their digestive support. And so if you're familiar with Raruva, it's the same texture as Raruva and just has the added support of digestion. So it's going to have quinoa and inulin in it. So it's chicken breast, pumpkin, chicken liver, and it has kind of a pumpkin soup to it. This is Wellness Core Digestive Health. And for those of you who have maybe shopped with us a long time, this is very similar to the Holistic Select can. So it is something to consider if you're very familiar with Holistic Select. And again, more of the holistic or the Wellness Core Digestive Health. And a can lid from Stella and Chewy's to help you with all of your canned pumpkin, because you can keep cans open in your fridge for up to 3 days with a lid cover on them. So that's there to help you with the pumpkin. And then here is a very cool body score guide that'll be down in every single box. So you can kind of gauge your pet's body score based on the way they look. There's a dog on one side, cat on the other side, down in every single box. But you can kind of gauge, if you look at them from the top, where they fall on the body score. You ideally want them to be right here at normal. So you don't want to be able to see their ribs, but you do want to be able to feel their ribs. And you want them to have a nice figure. So there you go. Very helpful tool. Now for some weight loss treats, because just because we're on a diet doesn't mean we don't like our treats. These are Lotus soft baked treats. If you've ever fed these before, you'll know how they are not truly crunchy. They're soft enough that you can break them apart with your nail. But they are just 2 calories, 2.5 calories. But they have aloe vera in them, which helps keep them moist, but also is a nice nutrient. So really good low-cal treat. These are Yaki Puffs. They're cheese with peanut butter. And again, nice and low calorie. They're just going to be crunchy. So they're not going to be a long chew. But if your dog is into crunch, these are 15 kcals per treat. So they're not super low calorie, but something that would give a nice good crunch. From Crunchios, one of our most popular treats. They look like Fruit Loops or Cheerios, a giant Cheerio, I should say. And again, they are just 2 kcals per treat. So another low-calorie treat for you. And then the newest addition to our team here is Jiminy's. And so you have a whole big bag of peanut puffs in here. Jiminy's is a company that's known for, the name kind of gives you a little bit of hint, but for their insect protein. Their foods have insect protein in them, and these do not, though, I will say. These have cornmeal, lentil, fava bean, rice flour. Oh, these do have crickets. Sorry, crickets, sunflower oil, peanuts, and dried banana. I was thinking they didn't have crickets in them, but they do have crickets in them. And so they use black soldier fly larvae, and they use crickets. Those are their two protein sources. It is a lot more sustainable for the environment. And there's been a lot of research done about the amount of protein and amino acids in insects and insect larvae, and how they deliver really good protein. Now, the other real benefit of using insects and insect larvae is for allergy sensitivity. So if you have a pet that is sensitive to a lot of different proteins, you might go into trying an insect protein. I have eaten these. I know it sounds crazy, but I have eaten these. I have tried them. They kind of like a cheese puff. They do have a cheese flavor. This is the peanut puff, but they do kind of taste like cheesy puff. And so you get a whole bag of these, but they are very low calorie. They're 2 kcals per treat, and that is like the actual size of a treat. So they are a fair amount for 2 kcals. So, Jiminy's, they have food, they have these puffs, they have Tetra Packs, and right now we have some samples of the Tetra Packs if you wanted to try them out. And then they also have kind of some jerky treats that we have out as well. But a very cool company. The science behind it is really unique. I love that it is sustainable. Of course, here we are always pretty concerned with environmental impact, and pet food has a huge environmental impact. In fact, the owner of this company, the woman who started it, one of the reasons and her motivation is because she had her daughter, she was saying something to her daughter about not being able to wait until she became a grandparent, and her daughter said, by the time I'm old enough to have children and make you a grandmother, our planet may not be able to sustain that. And so it really motivated her to find ways that we could help reduce our environmental impact and the environmental impact for our pets. And there's a huge environmental impact for our pets. So definitely worth considering and trying out. Very cool science behind this food. So we do have the food in and the full line. So come in and try it out, but you can get this month's box and try it out. Try out these puffs. Let me pack up the dog one, because as you can see, lots and lots and lots of stuff. Oh, Brittany, we'll send you some yak chews. I don't know why you're missing those. Maybe it just got missed in the box. But we will get those to you, Brittany. Oh, and before I forget, the biggest thing of all in this box, once I get it packed up, the really coolest thing of all, is this. You get one of these, either a small one or a big one. And if we know the size of your pet, we're trying to gauge. But really, really cool thing. This is a treat or food dispenser. So you just open it. Let me see if I can open the other ones. I'm terribly weak, but I can't get my hand around that one. So you just unscrew it, put the food in, and your pet knocks it around and knocks the food or treats out. The idea behind this is encouraging your pet to, it's stimulating your pet from a couple of different ways. First of all, exercise, which is important, but also minimizing what they eat. They're not just going and gorging themselves at the bowl. So these are really cool. One goes with every single box, but it doesn't fit in the box due to how much stuff is in the box, as you've seen. So it will be in addition to your box. It'll be sitting up on, if you pick it up, it'll be sitting up on top of your box in a bag to go with your box. So just be on the lookout for that. But these are really cool. It's a kibble nibble. And like I said, there's a large and a small depending upon what size your pet is. We've been trying to kind of gauge for you if we know your pet. Okay, now the kitty cat one. Also very cool stuff in here. So cats probably have more, or do have more of an obesity plight than dogs, because we are not typically getting cats out and exercising them, but you can. They do make kitty cat harnesses that we do sell, so you can take your cat for a walk. They also make catios and different kinds of outdoor activity containment for a cat. So if your cat, if you want to get your cat outside on a pretty day like today and let them have some fresh air, they do have some things that you can do that with. And it's never a bad thing. Cats by nature do want to be outside, do want to sniff and be stimulated by all the kinds of things that are outside. So we will talk about that. But we also have in this box a cat dancer, very popular toy around here. Exercising your cat inside, this is great for that. They dance all around. The exerciser, which is similar to the kibble chaser. You put treats or kibble in this, and then it's going to bounce around and they'll knock it out. Same kind of idea. They're going to be hunting, but they will also be working for their food or treats. So great exerciser. These are Winnie Lou Feline Co. Bison Heart Bits. We love freeze dried for cats, but especially heart because it's rich in taurine. And cats cannot synthesize taurine on their own. Same thing is true for cats. We love a freeze-dried or raw diet for cats. So this is Instinct Raw Longevity, a sample of that. Primal freeze-dried sample. Turkey and Giblets Dave's sample. And cats really should be getting their moisture from their diet. So this is why we love raw or freeze-dried, but cats are also really picky. And so if you have a kitty cat, you can't get them on raw or freeze-dried, you may try an all-wet diet. That way they're getting their moisture with their diet. Also the Fruitables pumpkin. Pumpkin's really good source of fiber for kitty cats. Farmina weight management and kitty cat formulation, the N&D. Aruva pollock and chicken, which is their most low-fat formula. Fussy Cat, the weight management for kitty cat kibble. And like I was saying, Farmina is one of the most palatable cat kibbles that we sell. So if you've not tried that out, you're looking for cat kibble because your cat really needs kibble because they're addicted sometimes, and they just feel like they need that crunch, you should try out the Farmina. We do have samples. Primal freeze-dried. Tiki Cat Cruncher Treats. Tuna fillets. Really nice treat for kitty cats. Aruva Pumpkin Patch. And this is the one with coconut oil and flaxseed. There will be a variety. Some of them will have plain. Some of them have different flavors. This is Tiki Cat Special, and this is their light formula for trim and light. It is more of like a blended mousse, you can see here, but that's their wet food that's a light formulation, which is a little bit unusual. We don't have a whole lot of weight management and light opportunities for cats. And then we have the Digestive Health sample from Instinct. We have a Nulo. These little liquor treats are so cool. They're purees, and a lot of cats really like these. But again, another really easy and good way to get moisture into your cat. A domesticated cat fed dry food, 100% dry food, cannot rehydrate their body just drinking water. You need to be able to give them some moisture in their diet that is not expectation of water drinking, because their tongue cannot rehydrate their body. So make sure you're giving as many moisture opportunities for your kitty cat as possible. And then a sample of From Gold, and this is for indoor kitty cats. Whenever you see indoor formula, it just means additional fiber. It means a couple of other things, but mostly just additional fiber, because indoor cats don't get as much fiber as indoor, outdoor, or exclusively outdoor cats would get, because they're going to get their fiber from outside. They're going to eat grass and bark and things like that. That's going to give them the fiber that they need to get rid of hairballs and anything else. And then last but certainly not least, you'll get a Stella and Chewy's can lid cover for all these wonderful cans we have put in here. So that is the kitty cat box and the dog box. Huge boxes this month, lots of fun, and ways to encourage your pet to lose weight. So we will also be doing some tips and tricks on, sorry, I'm looking to make sure these both get cat yet. Tips and tricks on how to get the weight off your pet. So next week on our Facebook Live, I'm going to talk about the green bean diet. I'm going to talk more about ways you can use pumpkin, different feeding methods that can help with weight. So we will talk a little bit more in depth about pet weight loss next week, and talk to you about some other ways in which you can help your pet with their weight. So there you have it, both of our boxes for this month. We have a few extra, as we generally try to do. So if you're interested in trying out our box, it is available, but we do only have a few available. So generally by the end of the month, we're completely sold out and preparing for the next month. So if you want to get on the schedule, definitely start out now. We've got lots of fun boxes coming up, some stuff available in next month's box. It's not going to be available to anybody else. So really cool way to try out new things, but to also get some really cool insider products. So thanks, everybody. Glad to see you back. And we are now back in the saddle at our Friday Facebook Lives. It's just been a little bit crazy to do in December, but we're getting back into the groove around here. And we do have a seminar upcoming in January. We'll be posting details about that really soon. And don't forget about our rabies vaccine clinic at our Battleground store location this weekend from 11 to 2, hosted by the SPCA. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you again next Thursday for our next Pet of the Week from Loving Pet Project of North Carolina.